In this episode, the construction in Hectorstock continues with all urgency, and we plan out our new mining complex on the side of the hill over here. We also use the topographic tool to properly plan the road and terraces for a more natural-looking mining complex. Stay tuned! Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We've survived another winter and that's no surprise at this late stage of the game, but we did see a little bit of a drop, about 1,000 or so people. I went around and had a look at where my hospital coverage is not great, maybe added one or two more. I've also assigned all of this construction to commence. The local guys are doing these, and all the helicopter construction officers are coming in to do the construction over there. In the last update, is it update? No. The update hasn't actually occurred yet. But in the last, what is it? So we say it's called the developer update, the blog thing that the developer does. I can't remember what they call it. Anyway, that said something about rail distribution officers. So I did have a look. It's clearly not in the game yet. I am on the experimental branch, but still can't seem to find it over here. Unlike the other distribution officers, you can still find. So I'm very keen for that. That will make a big difference to the game. At the moment, we're running point-to-point trains. Actually, not only point-to-point trains. We're running some point-to-point trains. We're running some trains along a route to pick up and drop off stuff. It's a bit of a mixed bag of stuff that we're doing rail distribution with, but ultimately rail distribution is a bit of a challenge because now we've got way more trains on the rail than we actually need because they're constantly running. We're actually using them as a running storage. Where is this traffic jam? Let's have a look. Crap. This thing has been a constant thorn in my side, and each time I think it's got it fixed, we end up having it yet again. So what I do with these, I generally just kind of make some of these vehicles disappear. So if you do Control H, is what I'm clicking, and then these vehicles kind of end up back at their home bases if they do. I think if they're on a route, they don't. But if they're on a distribution type facility, they can disappear. So these ambulances should be able to get rid of them. Hopefully that means things will move a little bit. The secret police. I don't know if this will work. Yeah, they work as well. Well, let's get a few of these vehicles out of the way. Don't mind. Interesting. We have construction underway. That's why it's busier than say normal. It's because of the construction underway here. Oh, there we've got like multiple ambulances on top of one another over here. So let's do that. Hopefully that means things will move on a little bit. Hopefully we should be able to get these guys out. There's a hospital here, which is probably where a lot of these ambulances have come from. The buses still aren't able to do this. You know what I'm going to do? What I'm going to do is... actually, it won't work here because... You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut this guy off here so that we stop feeding this area. Okay, get off of there. See, this is a problem. We've got multiple vehicles trying to run through on this side. If we just have it on that side, then it means, yeah, I think that'll work. Okay, with that in place, come on. We just get these guys to move off a little bit. Get away, get away. Still extremely busy coming off here. Yeah, see, they try and bypass this by going through here. This is like the shortest route, and so that's why they use it, and then they kind of get stuck. I just want to cut it off as soon as we get these vehicles out of the way. Hopefully it means we can. And there's another one. Yeah, we can't make traffic as efficient as in something like City Skylines, where you can do enormous amounts of stuff with the road network. Here we're pretty limited to this is the biggest we can get, and then all we need to do is make sure that we don't have all of these intersections, of course. You know what I'm also wondering? Maybe if we remove this connection, then these guys can all go in through there. Yeah, I think that's better. Instead of removing that, because they are going through there fairly easily, all I want to do is remove this connection. Yes, I think that's what I'll do. Can I get some of these guys actually to disappear? Yeah, I think that'll help things a lot. I mean, it's still not going to be ideal over here. We just can't seem to get anybody moving here. Yeah, it's just too close. All of this is just way too close. Okay, what I'm going to do, let's pause it for a little while, and let's get rid of all of these vehicles, and then hopefully that means I can now disconnect that. Awesome. Now, let's see if that helps us out a little bit. It's still kind of getting stuck into other areas. I mean, there's a lot of traffic through here. And this is a part of why I said the personal cars. I mean, people have been saying, oh, get more cars. But the cars makes this even more sticky. I mean, we have a very low... Actually, do we know how many people actually have cars? Car ownership. Of the entire population, only 1,000 people have cars, right? That is a super tiny percentage. That is like, wow, that's like 0.5%. Is it 0.5%? About 0.5%, right? So it's really the elite of the elite or something like that. And that's the thing, right? With all of these other vehicles on the network, it's a pretty big deal. There's a lot happening. Oh, we're actually seeing a little bit more movement towards this side, or some of them at least, every now and again. The problem is we can't actually do lane management over here. So I can't say that left-hand lane has to go there and that right-hand lane has to go this way. That just doesn't work. So they all do whatever they want and they cut one another off in here. And that's ultimately the challenge, right? That is ultimately the challenge. This is pretty busy. I do wonder whether I don't think there's anything else we can do. And of course, this is part of the challenge with having so many of these buildings that don't actually need road connections. So we probably built a bit less roads than is generally required. But in these areas, they're absolutely fine. There's not enough traffic to justify more roads. But when we're getting to this area where we've got a high influx of these various service vehicles, whether that is for industry, bringing buses bringing in people to work, or whether it's various distribution needs, that's probably the challenge. And I think in the retrospect, doing distribution from this area is definitely something that we shouldn't be doing. You should be separating your industry and distribution, at least even if they're in the same area, at least separate them with different access points. I think this is slowly clearing itself out. I mean, it was a pretty substantial traffic jam through here. The backlog is pretty big to get these guys moving out, but I think that's okay. Yeah, I think that's okay. I think it'll slowly clear itself out. And obviously construction is, because all of the construction vehicles pick up their stuff here also. That's another big reason why there's more traffic in this area. The areas where you're going to see construction vehicles is probably another one you would like to have separate access for. But this makes sense. This absolutely makes sense that it's a bit of a bottleneck here. If we were able to funnel one lane in there and one lane in here, this bottleneck would be way less challenging to deal with. But of course, that's not something that we have the ability to do. So the next big thing would be to kind of do one-way arrangements over here, then other possibly grade separate some of the challenging intersections. Though grade separating the intersections is only a viable solution if you've got two like conflicting streams of traffic that you need to separate. Over here, everybody just wants to kind of go in the same direction. So it's a matter of joining multiple streams of traffic onto one location, and that's about it. And we can't make roads wider. I can't say this needs to be a 3-lane or a 4-lane road or anything like that. The only way of doing that is doing multiple sections of road. I think we'll come back in a while and see if that sorts itself out a little bit. Let's get back to Hector Stock and see what we're going to do in this episode. There's so much happening. The lag is starting to become real. I think all of the vehicles on the network, in the snow, it's almost unplayable. It's much better now, but in the snow, it's starting to become unplayable. That's why you see very little snow on this channel, because we kind of cut that off. What is going on over here now? Oh, it's just full. Oh, that's it. It's just full. Because these guys should be able to all run at the same time. Lots of bricks being loaded up here. Yeah, those are all full. These are the trucks all being loaded. Okay, that's fine. There's no issues with that. If that is what is in fact happening, there is absolutely no issue with that. All good. So lots of construction underway, and that's part of why there's so much traffic and so much congestion in some of these areas. I sorted out this. Our health here is coming up. It was at like 27%. So I've given them access to this hospital over here. There was also a bit of a challenge with getting food into here, but now it's all good and people are 100% satiated, and that is absolutely awesome. Okay, now we are really getting this season to come to a close. When the new update comes out, I'll be giving that a bit of a whirl, having a look, and then probably starting a new series. So we'll get the justice in the new update. We'll get things like the new rail distribution system in the new update, and we'll learn from what we've done in this series and go from there. Now, the next big thing here is the reason why Hector Stock is located where it's at is because we believed we could get access to a fair bit more of the mining components. So mining, iron mines over here. All right. So that's good. The other one is, where would coal be? If iron is over here, it was still. I mean, I think it's better than it was, but I'm still conscious that it could be even better. So what were all the stuff that we had in here? We had coal and iron. Is there anything else? We don't have bauxite. Do we have uranium in here? Let's quickly open up the map and just quickly have a look. I really can't remember what was in here. Okay, so we definitely have coal and iron. We have a little bit of oil on the other side of the mountain. We have uranium as well, and bauxite is only where we kind of drew it in and we never ended up using it. So let's have a quick look at the uranium component first. So if we go to, I think it's advanced engineering, a uranium mine. Okay, so I think that's the first component that we're going to have a look at, just because just because that's probably about the best thing we can do. So this area here, let's flatten that out a little bit for the uranium industry here, and what'll happen is I'll have to level it maybe on average from the center. We're going to go ahead and pay for that because I'm not sure I've got vehicles available here. So let's start leveling this out a little bit. Oh, and always when we do this, I'm going to try and do this so that I can actually get an idea of when this thing is useful enough to kind of plop something. This is what we're trying. Okay, now let's try it from the center, because I think that'll work a little bit better. So we should be able to, yeah, there we go. This is a pretty steep hill, so this is going to be a challenge to get something down from here. Okay, I think that should provide us a flat enough area to get the mine in. Believe it will. Yeah, absolutely, no problem. And we should be able to run conveyors down. We may also be needing a little bit of room over here for like a bus stop or some kind of drop off. 60% I think is fine. Ooh, actually whoa, we can get it up to 70 on this side. Well, let's flip it around. Absolutely. We've got a 70% over there. We may get a little better than that, but I think that is really good. A 70% quality. So let's start planning that guy out. So that's the that's not what I wanted. Let's cancel. Let's cancel the contract. Okay, that's fine. That'll do. So now it's kind of made it start a little bit. But that's okay. Now, what we'll need to do is we'll need to see, well, what we'll find is that there's some of the other mines that I also want to put in here. So that's gonna be the part of the challenge. So now let's go into metallurgy and find the iron mines. Probably we'll just do some iron mines over here. So let's flatten some sections in this area. Probably we're going to run the road down here. That's going to be the easiest for us. And that's why I do like the contours, because you can see that the road will be able to go up here. We'll just need to terraform in this area a little bit to be able to make that work. But that's all good. Now let's see about creating a few kind of terrace areas up here. We'll do a little bit of this. We'll do a little bit of that. I think that should be reasonable. A bit of a terrace there, a bit of a terrace there. Oh, of course, we won't be able to put them so close to each other. Just thinking about that now. Iron mine here at 58, and then, ooh, that one's at 80. Well, let's get an iron mine at 80 over here. Flip it around. Oh, yeah, that's the one. If we do that, yeah, you see then this doesn't actually... Oh, crap, I keep doing that. Stop. Cancel the contract. We'll finish that ourselves. At some point we'll finish that ourselves. I keep doing that. Okay, so whether we need multiple iron mines, I'm not too sure, but what we'll do is we'll see about moving... Hang on. Let's just double check to see if there's any other areas now still left where we can have a decent yield. Towards this side, maybe, but ultimately, maybe we just leave it the one there. And now, what we'll find is let's try and find ourselves what is the other industry that I'm after? Fuels and things, coal. We can find ourselves a pretty good coal spot over here too. And over there, coal, we may have multiples, but that's actually quite good. So let's do one more in this area. Another little terrace over here. Let's grab one more terrace, do a little terrace in there. Now you can do this using your own equipment, but it takes a little bit longer. So let's do something like that. That is actually quite a good little terrace there. So I do like these terraces. So I just want to get the main items placed before I go ahead and try and get the roads in. So we're trying to absolutely maximize our yield here. We could even bring it down a little. Let's bring it down a little. That might make it easier altogether. So you kind of go in between the lines and then you just center them, and that's pretty good. So that's pretty good. Now let's try that. Does that mean we're getting a little bit better? Going on to the wrong one here. Oh my. Ooh, 72s. We can actually bring it down even more. I think it'll get much better yield if we take it down even more. So let's level again. Let's go a few to the bottom here. Something like that. We've actually dropped it down a little. That's quite interesting. It makes it easier to the bottom here, though. It does do that. So let's see. If we try it now, what do we get here? Still about a 74, 75 right over there. And I think that's what we're going to end up going for. So let's flip this around. So something like this. Excellent. Oh, stop. Again, we'll cancel that contract. At least I can now see them. That's at least the benefit there. Okay, now what we're interested in is trying to start out some road connections here. So I believe, yes. So that should get us pretty decent little road connection that goes this way. So let's, the other piece that I'm interested in is, so what we'll also want to do is we'll want to run this guy downhill here. Man, that's actually a really nice little approach. Now, all we need to also do is get this guy so there we go. I think that is going to be quite an appropriate little run up the hill to the mountain, to the mines here. Whether we bypass this way to another mine over there is something we can certainly have a look at. Now let's not pay for the roads first. Let's first see if we can actually get these roads to work. So what I'm interested in is just running this one to about there, right? And then I want to run this one like so, turn it around that way. Give it a bit of a, yeah. Give it a bit of a go here. Go down that way. See if we can make it a tie-in. Oh man, look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. That's almost a 90-degree angle here, which is something you barely see. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. And if we run it down this way, we'll be able to get it down. I'm absolutely sure of that. Now let's go back to this mode and let's see about continuing our run downhill here. I think that's going to be awesome. Stop that. Let's get this one off. Look at that. So if you use the contours properly, you can see that it is by far the most effective way to get yourself up a hill. And there we go. And now we're off. There we go. And that's a nice smooth run down. Let's just see, where is this okay. Well, what we'll do is we'll probably end up tying in over here. No, that's not quite what I had in mind. Okay, let's grab this. Okay, if we do that, it'll get us to the other side there. Run that one straight out of there, and then we'll try and smooth this one out as best we can. There we go. And that effectively is our connection to our mining area up here. Now, what we'll need to do is we'll need to get the trains will be down here somewhere. So we'll definitely be able to do that. Let's go ahead and commission that. And we'll see about getting all of that sorted out. But at least now we've got some mines set up over here. Now, getting trains here to load up stuff. So we would want to have aggregate loading. Aggregate storage at least. Aggregate storages for Large aggregate storage is for iron. Okay, so large aggregate storage is here for iron, coal, and uranium. Uranium goes in here. Hang on, let's just see. Yes, it does. Uranium ore does go in here too. And uranium. And we'll have to see if that actually works. But I'm hopeful. Okay, so if we do that, I'm hopeful that this will allow us to get some train connections in through here. Before I kind of say this is the one, let's quickly see if we can get our conveyors in here. And with conveyors, I'm probably going to end up using these other ones because they're just a little bit easier to manage. That's the one thing that I think this game needs a little bit better. It needs to be worked out a little bit more. I think this is the conveyor system. So we would like to pick up some stuff. We're gonna each one's gonna run its own. Oh, we want to come down here, right? We'll do one there. I'm a little cautious about that one. Anyway, let's finish off this one first. I'm always so worried when I do this. Oh man, is that going to be as straightforward as that? Excellent. Excellent. Now let's just see if we can get that one all sorted out. It should be no problem. Excellent. There we go. And go ahead and commission that. So that's our one conveyor coming down here. Obviously we need power and things like that. So that's the one. That's going to be iron ore. Now to try and get this thing to work. Ooh, actually, my only concern with it is if we place it right there. I'm hoping I can get a road connection to it. So, and one there. So hopefully that'll do the trick. So let's quickly get these all linked up. That one goes there. One goes there, and that one goes there. Excellent. That's awesome. I think that's working really well. So far so good. This one can probably go straight down. It looks like it. Look at that. Look at that. And the closer we get it down here, the easier the road connection is going to be. Let's do that. Excellent. That's awesome. Let's commission all of these other ones that's not properly done. Now, let's see about getting those road connections going on. I'm just going to go with the gravel. It should be pretty straightforward. For most part, at least. That be awesome if that works. Oh, man. Look at that. Because from here we should be able to get that connection working. Nice, that's awesome. Now, okay, can we? Yeah, this is okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pay for that. That's going to be going to pay for those roads. Excellent. That's good. That's very good. Now, can I get anything that'll work here? If we go a little this way. Let's probably going to have to be this. Oh, that's pretty good, actually. Go ahead and pay for that. That's awesome. That's really good. These, I'm almost tempted we can do from down here. Okay, can we continue to do that? Let's have a look. It does look like it's working. And there we go. I like that. Let's go ahead and pay for that. So that means we should now be able to get our crews to these pieces for construction. That's actually looking pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Now, what we need to do is load up on these, load this up. So let's go to our rail infrastructure. And the other thing that we need to have a look at is how are we going to get people up here. Now, we can get buses up here, but I think ultimately these kind of things work way better if we're going to go ahead and do the other component, the what is it, the cable cars. We don't have any. We have some houses over here. So if we could potentially run a cable car system up here, have all of these people work there, and even some more people over there. So let's start planning that one out. I think that's going to be pretty good. So we want to move people up here with cableways. We'll go with a big cableway station. Oh, I need to set some stuff up here. Let's swap that over. That's not quite as useful as I thought it was going to be, that swap over. Yeah, we just that's the one. That's a little bit more useful. So we'll do something like this. Presumably that means everybody should be able to walk here. Also means that we should probably watch out for the power lines. Let's go ahead with that guy. Okay. We also need a little bit of a road connection up here. So let's come on. Let's plan that guy out a little bit. Yeah, I think I'll do something like this. We'll tie that one in here. And well, do something like that. I think that's okay. And then we can somehow tie that one in there. I think that's going to be just fine. I'll go ahead and pay for these road connections, just because these roads in these areas is quite problematic. Now, getting the guys up the hill, so we can still put some more residential units here if this is not enough workers to deal with these mines, but I'm pretty sure that's going to be sufficient. Now let's go back to the cableway and quickly plan that out. Heavy cableway. What? Why? Why are these all different? Should I just go with the most expensive one and get it all done with? And I believe, oh, we can go max up. Ankle. There we go. Okay, we're going to go up here. We're going to have a little bit of a challenge with regards to... Where shall we park it? Over there somewhere? We might have to create a new little area for it up here. So that it... But I think we're going to run through here. Well, actually... If we run it on the side of the road... We're going to have very little problems with stuff not working. And that should work there. This is awesome. I love this. This is going way better. Can we get this to get as close as possible to that, though? I think that's the one for us. Now, can we go across there? Please, please, across it, across it, across it. Oh, I think that'll work. And now we're through. Okay. Well, now all we need to do is figure out where we're going to put the cable station. So again, it's another large cableway station somewhere here that will allow us to people to walk to the various locations. And I think, though, I just need to bear in mind that we need it a bit further across that area. But I think that spot is going to be about right. But we'll have to terrace that a little bit for us. So let's grab this guy, close this one, select the payment option. Let's make this a little smaller. Now, what we need to bear in mind that this terracing is all well and good, but that we'll struggle to get paths and stuff and we're definitely going to struggle to get paths and the roads up here. So we'll have to see about bringing a road down here, which I think is going to be just fine. Let's quickly have a look. If we go and say... Yeah, that's not working yet. Is there anything we can do here to make it... Oh. Okay, that looks like it may well work. Now let's switch that off. Well, actually, we need to get the cable station in here. But I think that's a pathway that'll work. We may have to have a look at how we're actually going to get workers to come down here. There, we should be able to get that working. Okay, now let's get that cableway station going. There's so much to do, and everything takes a fair bit of effort to do it properly. So the only thing that'll actually work here is something like this, I think. Yeah, can we push that back into the side of the mountain a little bit more? Yes, we can. A little bit more. Excellent. Excellent. Now, instead of doing that, can I turn it a little bit this way and try it one more time? Oh, yeah, that's better. If we can do that, I believe we should be able to get the road connection and the cableway connection to work. A little bit more, and I think that is about right. But that's pretty deep into the side of the mountain now. Terraforming wise, that's cost us a fair bit, but I don't mind it. I think I'm getting better at doing these mountainside developments, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying trying to get it fairly realistic. Ooh, that probably wasn't what I wanted to do. I think this is the last little component. Once we've done that, all should be good. Yeah, I think there's no need to do any more than this. There we go. And done. Now. Ooh, and just stop that for the time being, please. Now, let's quickly see about getting that road back through here. Excellent, that works. I'm kind of tempted to get a bit of a fire station going on over here. Now, if we go back to the cableway yet again, and we take the large poles, and I believe we should... Oh, beautiful. That is working a charm. That is working a charm. And we're going to get that road connection to work quite easily. Excellent. There we go. That's that done. So now we've got a cableway up to these mines. We just need to make sure that we have a path that's effectively viable. And this one... for some reason, it doesn't... it doesn't actually want to do certain components. That one will walk there. This one, I think, is going to be the biggest challenge to try and get something. Wow. That actually worked really well. That's awesome. That is awesome. Now, let's get... That's good. That'll work. This one will just kind of walk down this one. I'm pretty sure that's going to be the case. Wow, can you believe it? There we go. All kind of cableway and setups is done. Now the next component, and that'll be the last piece we do in this episode. And you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and pay for the... oh, actually, those paths will be paid for and those roads will be paid for. I'm just going to get the roads built because... even these meandering roads will be so painful to deal with. Now that I've put some gaps in between. Oh, I wanted a fire station up here. Just get the roads up here. All good. So the road should be fine. That's awesome. I wanted to... Ooh, I built this one. Anyway, I wanted to do a fire station. Let's quickly have a look at a fire station, because I think a small fire station in this area will be just cool. I think, is this a size that we can live with? Anything about flattening, maybe? Would be awesome if we could squeeze it in somewhere. Let's see if there's something else on the modded fire stations. Fire stations modded. I'm looking for a very, 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 very tiny little fire station that also looks good. That's a very small fire station. That's a small fire station. It takes 3. I think it's probably just going to be this guy, because this guy will actually be able to squeeze in here. Right in... Oh, actually, there's a... Oh, actually, if we do that... we should have fire access in this area, no problemo. I'm going to go ahead and do that. That's going to be no problem whatsoever. That means we'll always have workers there. It means that... oh, of course. That means everything will be all good. Yeah, I like that. So this is our mining complex up here. Let's quickly do a little bit of work with the rail. Just have a look at what it is that we want to do with regards to getting the rail sorted out. Oh, these things have been built. That's a fire station up there. What is this exactly? That's a car dealership. These are all done. Nice. The secret police is done. Yes, secret police is done. Another hospital is done. Okay, so there's a lot of construction that's not actually happened yet. Let's quickly put in a little bit of a road connection through here so we can get these guys all sorted also. So that... Runs through there, runs through here. Ooh, I like it. I like it. That's pretty good. Now, I don't think... what we'll do is we'll do this. Yeah, it's probably going to be... have to do this. Then what I'll do is I'll also run something up here that we can tie these in. These are hostels, though. They're not anything else, anything more useful. Those are hostels. But what we'll do is we'll sort that out. So now those little paths are in there, and what I can do is I can come and check if these guys are actually building anything. See, they're not even assigned to build anything. So let's get them to go and deal with a few of those over there. I'll get this guy here to come and do a very similar thing. You can come and deal with these three over here. The helicopters are still underway there. What I can also do is get maybe them to start working on some of these. So you pop in one of those. That's not connected. Get that sorted out. Grab you guys to start working on maybe that one and that one. That's not even connected. Get started on some of these other bits and pieces as well. Just trying to get as much of the construction actually working. Where is our population at? 192,000. Health is at 83%. Ooh, the happiness has dropped a little from 97 to 96. So again, something must be not quite 100%. But I think we'll deal with that. Now let's have a look at the cargo. Okay. So we are after train aggregate loading, right? Those are the things that we're going to need here. If I run it, yeah, I'll have to run it this one, and we'll get a road connection on that side. Now, I've got a... Now, I've got a little bit of a challenge in my head here. Okay. How will we... I'm not paying for this, so I can get a few in here, and we can see how this would function in the reality. Actually, we can do a little bit of this, and what I'll do is I just need to be, you know what? I think I've got a better plan. I'm going to cancel this one. Got a slightly better plan over here. Let's just cancel that. Try that one more time. So again, a rail aggregate loading. Now, I'd rather do an angle. Yeah, this is actually going to work, I think. I think this is going to work. I don't know yet. Can we bring that down a little? We can. If I do that, and I do that, okay, and I do this. Okay, now this is an interesting component, because now what I would like to do is I would like to run a rail through here that then spills off to these various ones. So if we just go and grab ourselves the electrify the rail. Please get this to go all the way through. Something like this. I think the spacing might be a little off here. What I'm going to do is let's try and redo this one just a little bit. I'm just going to pull it forward a tad. Then I think we can actually run that spacing through all the way. Rail aggregate loading. If we do something like that, right, we moved it out a little bit more. Let's try and get that very same angle going. Yeah, which is this. But my concern is, because if we bring it closer. Yeah, anyway, regardless, let's just click the button. Wow, it's really slow. It's really slow. I don't think this will run through here. Where will it run through? Oh. Come on. Okay. Now, let's see what we can do here. If I bring that one all the way back, my concern, though, is you'll need a little bit of this. Yeah, now how are we going to get this to work? Can we do multiple lines through here? We can. There we go. Can't do a third one. We may be able to tie that in time. Yes, there we go. So something like that. Now we've got these two there. Run that one back. There's another traffic jam. I'll have to go and have a look at that. What we'll do is we'll run. There we go. This one will go up to about thereabouts, and then we'll tie that in. And this one, I'm hoping we can. Oh, beautiful. Look at that. Look at that. There we go. That is awesome. And now all we need to do is spin it around and go back, right? So I've paused the game to go and have a look at whatever traffic jam is now causing me some hassles. Yeah, I think I'd rather just spin it around, take it all the way back. Yeah, let's make it nice and huge. Yeah, something like this. Excellent. Now, of course, this is to go in there fairly quickly, though. I just need a little bit of room there. Yeah, I think that's going to be just fine. This guy the other way around, please. That's good. And ooh, this one. Huh? Up to about there. A little bit more room, and this is going to be a challenge. This doesn't want to work. It's a little close. This one's a little close. If I try that again from that spot. Come on, just find it. Went all crooked. Almost there. I think a little shorter, but I'm not sure a little shorter is viable. See, that's the minimum. And from that one, you can't. I go up there. Can I then tie it in? My goodness. What's the uranium one? Let's, well, if that's okay, that's the case, let's just tie it straight in. Let's see if that works. I don't think that'll give us a signal there, right? Oh, it will. Aha, it gives us a signal. Awesome. That's awesome. That's really good. I don't think we need multiple trains on it. I mean, on the way out at least. So now what we can do is let's figure out where this is going. Let's go up a little bit. I need to end the episode. Let's say, well, to be honest with you, we probably don't need any other stops here, because now this is going to be brought up. We don't need these guys to go up that way. Okay, that's fine. Let's close it out this way then. If we do that, and we won that guy out a little. I think that's about right, isn't it? That's good. Now what we'll do is we'll start flaring it straight away. You can bring it back a little. No, it's still doing that funny flare. I just wanted to actually go straight. But it seems like that's about the best we can do. Now let's do that. I think that's fine. That gives us a dedicated line for each one of our pickups. And that's it. There we go. One challenge that we will have is that these guys need road connections, and we probably will road connect it to this side, just so it's got a single track to cross or something to that effect. But guys, there we go. Look at that. That is our mining operation ready to go. It's going to pick up many train loads full of stuff over here, and I've got distributed into separate aggregate loading facilities. And that's just it. That is just it. There we go. I love it. I love it. In the next episode, you'll see it up and running. And probably paying for stuff. I'm trying to get to the end of what we're trying to achieve here. We're still building a lot of stuff over here. I'm not sure we're going to go up to the 250 mark. Our population has dropped, so someone must have run out of food somewhere. Yeah, and even the happiness. So I'll have to go and sort that out. There was also the traffic jam. So yeah, we'll see. I'll see you in the next episode. If you've liked it, hit that like button. Bye bye.